I had more, stuff to do, but they was also better without Gordon Hayward. So you can't just say that the team will be better because Kyrie or potentially could be gone. You also got to remember they was better without him, without Gordon Hayward, because of the wings, the grown wings didn't have caps on minutes. They got to do what they wanted to do. They got to be who they could be. So
yeah, Brad Stevens fucked up.
I just really like to see what'll happen in the offseason.
All right, we're back. Brief intermission.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Animations?
Intermission.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so how did you feel about that series as a whole, man?
Oh, I felt wonderful.
Like not as a hater of the Celtics, just as like as a series.
Yeah.
Did you feel like that was a better series than the last one they played against Detroit?
Yeah. I mean, Boston got a game.
Yeah, and the games were closer.
Not really. The Bucks beat the shit out of them for
yeah.
So
the ending results was still close.
This is what I got out of it. So Boston got that first game in Milwaukee, which was impressive, and it brought out all the Celtics fans. I seen it all on social media. Mm-hmm. They was talking hard shit. Yeah, we 5-0 in the playoffs. We just went in Milwaukee and put it on the Bucks, man. Giannis ain't do shit. We shut them down. Da.
Oh yeah, I would have been too.
Man, they was going. Paul Pierce. This series is over. This series is over.
Paul Pierce drunk, man.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck are y'all talking about? They came in. Y'all caught Milwaukee by surprise. Y'all punched them in the mouth. It's like how I pictured it was like that fight where you got the big ass dude and you got the little ass nigga. And the little ass nigga got off, man. The little ass nigga hit her with a mean 2-piece.
The big ass dude, the little ass nigga.
He hit her with a mean, Boston was the little ass nigga that hit the big ass nigga with a mean 2-piece. Bung, bung. Then that big ass nigga got mad and beat the shit out of that little ass nigga. And that's what happened for 4 straight games. And that's what I kind of expected. And as soon as after game 2 happened, I posted on Facebook, and Twitter, y'all really thought after getting punched in the face like that, Milwaukee wasn't going to come back on some shit? And sure enough, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Budenholzer made the necessary adjustments. Giannis went on fucking superhero mode. The role players stepped up. Shout out to George Hill. He had a hell of a series.
They did.
Him, Eric Bledsoe, all the role players stepped up and did their job. Giannis did what Giannis does, and they beat the shit out of Boston because the Bucks were a better team than the Boston Celtics were. And it's plain as simple as that. And I know, the one thing with these games is that what a lot of people tend to do is they get caught up in the media hoopla. You got Paul Pierce making ridiculous statements saying that, oh, yeah, the series is over after one fucking game. You got, Stephen A. and Max on First Take giving their hot takes, quote unquote, about the series and whatnot. And it's just one of those things where you got to block out the outside noise. You got to know, trust your basketball knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And how you seen these series go. And that's just one of those things where I was like, okay, game 1, oh wow, that was surprising, but I'll guarantee I kind of figured Boston or Milwaukee will bounce back. I didn't think Boston would get pushed around the way they did. They just got outmanned.
Yeah.
They just got physically dominated.
Yeah, it's wild how, watching Milwaukee in that previous matchup with Detroit, and then watching them in this one with Boston. It's like, damn, hold on, is they that good, or are these teams that trash? I'm like, hold on, there's got to be, because the distance between Detroit and Boston is a big difference. Detroit ass, they just snuck in the playoffs, and they're not really a good basketball team. They're not fit for today's NBA. They're kind of like a solid 05 team, a really good 2009 team, one of those. So but Boston's built for this day and age. So to see them go through kind of like an old school kind of team, and then this Boston team, it's ooh wee. I'll tell you one thing, man. Whoever they play against the 76ers or the Raptors, damn, that's gonna be a hell of a series.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, because the way them boys playing, they looking like they just about to smack the East. They look like they about to finna be the new the whole team about to be the next LeBron. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, Milwaukee, no joke, man. Like, we already know what Giannis says. He in these playoffs, to me, he's the second best player in these playoffs, and we're gonna talk about who I think is number one right now because that motherfucker's a robot in Toronto. But yeah, they bought into the system. Like, they bought into the Budenholzer system. Giannis is playing the MVP level. His role players are playing their role. Fucking Chris Middleton, he looked really good through the series. George Hill, Eric Bledsoe. They got Brogdon back, who looked really good in Game 5. Fucking Lopez fucking pulling up, splashing threes from 30 feet out. They look, and then on top of that, they play so physical on defense, man. That's the one thing about like you look at Milwaukee and like the Eastern teams in general, like they're very physical teams. The top half of the East, very physical teams, and Boston was one of those teams that was probably like the least physical out of all of them. They're more of like a finesse team. They're more of like a Western Conference team in Boston to me. Not necessarily as physical, but more of like finesse. Does that make any sense? That's how I always looked at it, like in the Western Conference. Like, you look at like the top teams in the West, like Golden State, Houston, Denver, and Portland. They're more of like a finesse team. It's more like a lot of shooting. They're not necessarily trying to outman you, out physical you. And you look at the top teams in the East where they have like those big bruisers or the people that's going to bang it with you in the inside.
Oh, that's why the East is so trash. Okay, that makes sense. Nah, you can't see that there is a different. I don't know. I wouldn't say necessarily play style, but I guess if you looked at it like that, yeah, it would make like I say more of the dominant stars, like the stars in the East are like predominantly like, you know, small forward, power forward, centers, and the more dominant ones in the West are actually the small forward, shooting guard, and point guard. So yeah, I can see what you're saying there.
Right. Like, you look at Giannis's game.
Just
like,
a quick thought about it. You can see that.
Yeah, you look at Giannis's game. His game is, I'm coming inside. This is what I'm about to come in. I'm about to dunk on your whole team. Stop me. And you look at KD's game. It's like, all right, you don't know what I'm about to do. I'm about to pull from 40. I'm about to, hit you with a nice little hezzy, fade away, midi. You know what I'm saying? But it's not necessarily I'm about to go bruise you, batter you inside.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Sixers. Like, right now, we're locked in with Toronto, and it's like Jimmy Butler against Kawhi Leonard at this point. Like, and it's, I'm coming to the hole. You can't stop me. Speaking of fucking, let's go move on to this game, man. Fucking Kawhi fucking Leonard, dude. Y'all
did a good job. The 76ers, y'all did a good job last night, man.
Yeah, we did. We fucking actually played that game's 5 game. What the fuck, man? We didn't give a fuck. It seemed like that shit was terrible. They beat the shit out of us.
Yeah, y'all did good, man. And then Jimmy Butler had a good game. I seen Tobias Harris had a good game.
Ben Simmons, step the fuck up. Shout out to you, Ben Simmons. That was huge, man. That was much needed. That boy came to play yesterday, and he put on a show. 0 turnovers, 21 points, like 7 and 7. Huge offensive rebounds, dunks, putbacks, all that. That was beautiful. But, Kawhi Leonard, he's the best basketball player in the league right now in these playoffs. Giannis, KD, I get it. You can take your pick who you like more. What I'm seeing Kawhi Leonard do right now, this shit is fucking ridiculous. It's been since game 1. It's just like I watched every game. Well, I missed game 1 because I had to go. I went to the concert, the Tory Lanez concert. But I watched a little bit of game 1. I watched the condensed game of it and seeing what he did to us, and then game 2 and seeing what he doing to us, and then 3 and 4. And it's like the last 2 games he's kind of slowed down, but those first 4 games, I'm like, what the fuck can you do? Like, every shot. And the thing is, we was talking about it in the group chat yesterday. Like, you can look at the box scores and see, obviously, he's having a crazy impact. But you got to actually watch the game to get a full appreciation of this shit. Because we're playing excellent. Like, everything is contested. Like, he's getting very little wide open looks or open looks. Everything is contested, and it does not fucking matter. This dude just literally just pulls and makes it, and it's like the most impossible shots. This shit is like Jordan-esque, except he can shoot from 3, and it's a very high percentage shot. And then on top of that, the opposite end of the floor, he's the best defender on the fucking court. He's literally like guarding two people at a time because they usually put him on Simmons, and he can leak off Simmons and then, help out at the rim and then play the passing lane. So it's just like, what the fuck?
Why can he leak off Simmons?
Because Simmons don't shoot.
Because he don't or can't?
Both.
Oh.
ain't no secret. Shit. That nigga ain't shooting. That nigga be wide open, driving into four people. Yeah. But he is starting to play a little bit more control, Ben Simmons, and they kind of took the ball out of his hands and put it in Jimmy's hands. Jimmy's been the de facto.
Jimmy, that dude, man.
Jimmy buckets, baby.
Y'all in the off season, whether y'all win or lose this game, y'all need to figure out how to keep him.
Yeah, he give him all the money. Just throw it at him. Just throw it, man. This is why we brought him, man.
He is nice, man.
He coming through.
Y'all need that.
He coming through. This is exactly what we needed. You're right. This is why we brought him in. Like this for this, we didn't have this last year. We didn't have a player that can do what Jimmy Butler does.
Yeah, no Jimmy. Y'all might have got swiper, no swiping. Y'all might have caught that 4-0. So. We
would have got one. we would have got one.
Jimmy has really been that dude. Have you noticed that in the East, with Sans LeBron, that all these are like teams that are winning now. Yeah. Like it's not like even in the playoffs period, like there ain't really no like one man shows outside of kind of Houston, really, but like there really ain't no one man shows out here. Like it's all legitimate like teams that's like in the playoffs right now. That's pretty crazy, man. It's a lot of team effort now.
Yeah, that's a LeBron factor too. LeBron, he's in the playoffs. It's kind of like, you pick the field or you pick LeBron. And the smart bet money was probably on LeBron.
Yeah.
That motherfucker. This shows how great LeBron has been the past 8 years. Fucking 8 straight finals.
But I think now it's showing a lot, that you can win as a team. You know what I mean? Because and I think that's what y'all need to really take from that. Because Jimmy has made y'all. Jimmy really helped y'all make that leap to be like a legitimate playoff team in the East. Like I know y'all was a playoff team, but I mean now y'all a legitimate playoff team in the East. Like
a contender.
Yeah.
And now we just need fucking Embiid to step up. Embiid defensively, he's been great on the defensive end of the floor, and I'm not gonna make no excuses for him. Like he's been sick, he's been hurt, blah blah blah. If you're playing, you got to produce. That's how I feel.
He's always hurt.
If you're playing, you got to produce. Like the shit, those couple of games he's had in this series, you can't do that. You can't come out game 3, dominate like you did, having fun and shit. You fucking doing airplanes down the court and playing to the crowd.
They got him back. They got him back for that,
right? And then you go in, you have a shit performance game 4, and I get it, you were sick. And you didn't get much sleep, and I commend you for going to play. And then you go into game 5 and you do the same exact bullshit as well. So you look completely like shit. So yesterday, I'm glad he didn't look good offensively. Hit a couple of threes, missed like a lot of bunnies that he usually makes. But defensively, he was a fucking marvel. He dominated defensively at that end of the court. He's a fucking plus 40. Mm-hmm. That shit was crazy. So shout out to Embiid. But for game 7, he's got to come up big. He can't be just Jimmy. It's a full team effort, and Embiid has to be a part of that. Tobias Harris, JJ Redick, you guys got to hit your open shots. Jimmy Butler, keep doing what you're doing. Ben Simmons, do what you did this past game, and then Embiid, do what you did in game 3, and we win the series. Unless fucking Kawhi Leonard, which I think he's starting to slow down. Like the last 2 games, you haven't been superhuman. He kind of like, but did.
I think they just need they need playoff Lowry to step up this game. Home game. They'll have the crowd behind them. Siakam plays a lot better at home. That's a benefit. Ibaka plays good at home. That's a benefit. Danny Green should be locked in. If not on offense, he'll be locked in defensively. Hopefully, I think it'll definitely be a great game. I don't know. I'll probably take the home team. I'll probably take Toronto. But yeah, man, yeah, y'all got a chance though. I'm not just gonna say it's gonna be like some old swipe game. I really think this might be like a single digit game either way it goes. But I'm gonna take Toronto to win it though.
I'm changing my pick. I picked Toronto in 7. I'm rolling with my boys, man. They gave that last game, game 6. That gave me hope. I'm rocking with my team, man.
That was home though.
Sixers in 7. We've got one in Toronto already.